Greetings and welcome back to Keys to Akasha. Today I am going to be doing Artimus Lamont Bentley. If you guys know, he was on the Moesha show, okay, back in the 90s, early 2000s, and I kept being drawn to his name. I kept being drawn to, like a couple of months ago or recently, I kept being drawn to that name. So the reason into why I'm picking certain celebrities is because songs, or if they were singing artists, some of their songs or their names or just their awareness period was telepathically coming to my energy. So that's why I felt drawn to do certain celebrities, okay, or artists, or very important people that passed down in history, okay. But I wanted to look at Artimus Lamont Bentley. So if you know the Moesha show, it was in the 90s. It was Brandy Norwood, Brandy the singer. She was the main character of that show. If you're unaware of what Moesha was, what that show was, he was one of her friends in that show, okay. So let's see what's going on, or what, more details into Artimus Lamont Bentley. He was a Scorpio, born October 25th, 1973. Okay. So okay, so we're looking at Artimus Lamont Bentley. The card he has underneath is the Queen of Swords energy here. But I was getting something about police and was responsible for calling. So this element should not have been dealing with as well, this Queen of Swords. He should not have been dealing with a Queen of Swords energy, because this element threw him under the bus for something. I get smoking in a parking lot, or smoking somewhere where he was not supposed to be smoking in. So either he was doing it with that element, or this element saw him smoking somewhere and she called the police. So either that could go both ways here, okay? But something's going on with like screeching or scratching. So the fact that this element called the police on him, this also kind of feels like a situation here where, because his passing had to do with a car, it had to do with driving and those kind of things, and falling asleep at the wheel. But something is going on with, like, at least that's what the news was saying, or his story was saying. But something is going on where, like, I get fully aware. He was fully aware of something. So either he was fully aware of driving, but that's what the news said. So either the news did not say that, or the news said that he was not fully aware he was. But I was getting, when I first started reading the story, I was getting that they did say that he fell asleep at the wheel, but the fact that he's saying fully aware, so either he's fully aware, either he was fully aware driving, and the news said that he fell asleep at the wheel. So yes, now I understand. Now I understand the interpretation. So he was fully aware. Like, he was at the wheel, but he was fully aware is the energy that I get. But there's a getting pulled over by police, and this is this energy's fault. So, but it has something to do with the fact that he was smoking somewhere. But I get racist. So he may have smoking somewhere around in an area where there were racist people. And I get Hispanic. This element may have been Hispanic or white or whatever her race is, and she's the one that called the police on him because he was smoking somewhere. Her claim is that he was smoking somewhere that he was not supposed to be smoking with this. But I was dealing with, so either he was dealing with her in that way, or he was dealing with her in some type of intimate way, and she betrayed him. So that could either go both ways. But the fact that he got called the police on by this element, it does imply betrayal, and it does imply that the fact that he got pulled over by police, the fact that he got pulled over or called the police upon, they frisked him. So they searched his clothes. They said they're looking for nothing. So they're searching his clothes, and they're not finding anything. But it feels like two police officers. So this search may have happened with two police officers. So one searching his clothes and the other searching his car. but one of those police officers put something in his car, like under his seat or somewhere like where his seat was. So I guess that's why brakes messed up. So something's going on with like a police officer putting something in his car or where his brakes were, or like putting something under his seat. And I get a timer. So there was a timer underneath his seat. There was a timer. They put a timer inside of his car. That's strange. Somebody put something inside of his car, and the sound that it was making a screeching sound. So as he's driving, I get clueless. Like when I said making a screeching sound, I get clueless. So maybe something's going on. Maybe he didn't know that a screeching sound was happening. There's that element. I keep getting responsible. So every time I look at the Queen of Swords, this element is really responsible for the reason into why the hooked up police. So this element hooked up police officers to do that to him. They hooked him up to frisk him, but one of them evil. One of them was evil, or it could be both of them. One of them was evil, and they put something in his car that she gave. So this element gave a police officer. They gave the police officer something to put in his car that was making a sound. But he was clueless into some type of interaction that this person was having with a police officer. So what does she give him? So that's why I said timers and things. What does she give him? So he's trying to understand what this element gave a police officer to put in his car. I get trunk as well. Something was also put in the trunk. Something was also put in the trunk of his car, or under the seat of his car, or like somewhere in the car. Okay. But they should be locked up. So when I said that, they should be locked up. You want those elements to be locked up, but as it can't be found, I get the police officers. So the police officers cannot be found. Maybe this element was found, you know what I mean? But in hiding, this element may be in hiding all of a sudden, or she is in hiding because she's responsible, like shadiness, responsible for some type of shady, fake allegation of things. And I get it hitting on. So he may have been hitting on this element, and maybe she didn't like that. So she gave the police officer something that has a timer on it, or something, whatever. It caused something to happen. So it caused something to happen to his brakes. It caused something to happen inside of the car. And maybe the news isn't saying that, or somebody's not saying that. Okay. The starting point has the King of Pentacles energy here. King of Pentacles energy. But he was embodying King of Pentacles, and he was a Scorpio, but he's embodying King of Pentacles energy. He had a lot of money, but people were after. So it's just the case with all these celebrities. Jesus Christ. He had a lot of money, and a lot of people, I get set up. He was also set up, or maybe this element set him up. If it's an external King of Pentacles, that's me. So he's saying that this element is showing up like him. And the fact that he's showing up like a King of Pentacles, maybe he could have Earth sign in his chart. You know, that could have been the energy there. But he's showing up like this because he had a lot of money and people were after him. He was aware that people were after him. But I get wrongdoing kind of energy. So he was aware that people were after him. And the fact that he was aware that people were after him, the fact that it was because they wanted money, or because of the fact that he had a lot of money, they did some type of wrongdoing to him, or it's an external King of Pentacles, but the spirit was emphasizing that this was him, but it could have been an external King of that set him up. It's external King of Pentacles that set him up. So why did he do that? So this element was like, why did he do that? But involved with the air sign female. This element was involved with the air sign female. He was involved with this. If he himself was involved with the air sign female, or an external earth sign male was involved with the air sign female. When I said that, they bragged. So those two elements. So if either he was bragging with that element, with the Queen of Swords, or it's an external King of Coins energy that was bragging with a Queen of Swords element about something. They were bragging about something. I get being paid. So those two elements were bragging about being paid after they set him up, after they worked together to set him up. They were planning on bragging about being paid, or about having some type of money. They didn't want me around. So he's like, those two elements didn't want him around for some reason. They didn't want him around, but it has something to do with them wanting his money. So they set up something with police officers. I get a bar also. So when I said they set up something with police officers, I get something in a bar. There's a secret conversation may have happened in a bar, or like but there's a driving silly. So when I said secretive conversation happening in a bar, some type of setting, an outing with a man and a woman that he was accidentally with, or they were plotting and planning on him because of the fact that they knew he was a celebrity of some kind and he had money. But something's going on with a secretive conversation in a bar. So after I said I get driving crazily, so he may have been either he heard a secretive conversation in the car, he was driving crazily, and that's why police were called on him. Or he heard, or something's going on. A secretive conversation happened in a bar pertaining to his accident. That's why I said those two elements were bragging. So either those two elements were bragging about what they did or what they set up. They could have been before or after. So it just depends on the energy. That I heard. So he heard that conversation. So I get faded out though. So he may have been, this could be a situation where he was in a bar, like he could have been in a bar he could have been in a bar with the wrong people or hanging or drinking or doing something in some type of bar setting with the wrong people, and they set him up. So something's going on, but he was faded. So he was like a bartender. So maybe I slipped something in. So a bartender slipped something in his drink. This element could have been the bartender. Oh, I see what's going on. He was at a bar, and he may have been at a bar with these energy, the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles. With that element, he may have been at a bar, but I keep getting acting silly. So he may have been at a bar or in a bar setting acting silly, but that's why they call the police. So he may have been getting really drunk. But the reason into why he was intoxicated in that way was because a bartender was asked, or a bartender put something in his drink. A bartender put something in, or a bartender was asked to put something in his drink. They could have put a sedative in his drink. They put something in his drink, but I get drowsiness. So they may have put something in his drink that caused him to become drowsy. And because he was unaware of the fact that they put something in his drink to make him drowsy, he started acting like lethargic, and they thought he was acting silly, but they were actually aware that the bartender put something in his drink. But I was set up. So he was set up with that. Maybe that's why the energy called the police. But that Queen of Swords is trying to act like she doesn't know why he's dizzy. The Queen of Swords is trying to act like she doesn't know why he's dizzy. But she hooked up something with the bartender and to do that to him. But she's trying to act like she's making calls. She's like, this black guy is acting crazy in the bar. He's going off. He's doing crazy things in this bar, and hence the reason for why the police were called on him. But something was actually set up on him, and they put something in his drink. Something is going to come out, or something is going to or not going to come out about this case. But the family is still looking into. So his family is still looking into this case, but to leave it alone. So maybe something about his case he wants left. Something is too deep or too old or too far away. Maybe his family is still looking into it, but he doesn't want his family to look into the case anymore. He does or he does not. But she doesn't. So Queen of Swords energy does not want the case to be open still, or does not want to be found out. The Queen of Swords energy does not want to be found out. But I keep getting secretive conversation with a bartender. So that element had a secretive conversation with a bartender specifically. But it has something to do with his dizziness and lethargic behavior and getting into a car and being dizzy and the accident happened, period. And calling the police on him, but they actually did that. They called the police on him because they try to make it seem like he got drunk on his own. But the Queen of Swords energy, hooked up a bartender to put something in his drink that caused him to become dizzy and lethargic with this energy here. There's a wants in jail. So when I said he wants one of these, he wants those two elements in jail. He wants them in jail, okay? The ace, either he wants it left alone. His family, he can't do anything with the fact that his family has the case still open. He can't do anything with that, in terms of he gets spiritually manipulated if he wants to, but it's like he's doing the best he can telepathically to keep a case open, or his family's trying to do the best that they can to try to find out the truth. The family is trying to do the best that they can to find out the truth about the situation, okay? The Ace of Cups energy is what he's waiting on, the Ace of Cups energy. But yet family, either family finding out, or the Ace of Cups implies some energy that he's waiting on pertaining to his family with the King of Pentacles. But it's giving money. So he's realizing that money is being given to his family now. You know, money is being given to his family. Like it's because of her. So money is being given to his family because of the Queen of Swords energy. Whoever her is, who she is, money is now being given. This could be like a lawsuit of some kind, a suing of some kind, a whatever, not malpractice. What do you call it? Yeah, it could have been a lawsuit of some kind. I get with the police. There's a lawsuit going on with the police officers, and something is working with that. Something is working with that. Now, something is now working with that. But the fact that it's working now, the lawsuit, the police, and some shadiness that the police officers did, you know, now his family is able to get the money that they deserve. His family is able to get the money that they deserve now. The fact that he had a lot of money, you know, the fact that he had a lot of money, his family put out a lawsuit for the way he passed. I keep getting bartender. So when I said family putting out lawsuit for the way he passed, I get bartender. I get arrested. So man, a bartender, either they were arrested already. I don't know. Were they arrested? They were. They were not. I get Crenshaw. So when I said bartender, I know this happened. I know they said it happened like Ventura or wherever. I can't remember the street. I used to live in California as well, but I don't remember. I said something Ventura something. That's where they said his car was fucking up. But something's going on with like Crenshaw, but that's where the bar is, or that's where the bar was. He may have been, I get with the Latina, he may have been drinking at the bar with with a Latina female in Crenshaw. That's where something happened with the Ace of Cups energy. Happened in some bar in Crenshaw. Happened in a bar in Crenshaw. But I get ladies' night. So when I said bar in Crenshaw, I get ladies' night. So ladies' night, this could be a situation like ladies' night, you know, typically like when men go out to bars and I get some about lazy as well. Something's going on with like, maybe something's going on with lazy. Someone was lazy. Maybe somebody was lazily doing something. Maybe a bartender. Maybe it was workers. Something was lazy. But I was getting lazy night. Late, not lazy night. Maybe something was lazy, but like ladies' night. So typically with ladies' nights at bars, women are usually women are usually admitted for free with that kind of feeling. So if it's a ladies' night kind of situation. But it was not supposed to be there. So he may have been in a bar setting at some bar in Crenshaw where there was a ladies' night, but for some reason he was not supposed to be there. Wow. I guess something about a bouncer as well. Maybe a bouncer was trying to like to take him out. Maybe a bouncer was trying to get him to leave. But I wouldn't. So a bouncer was trying to get him to leave. I keep getting lazy. So something is lazy about the situation. So I don't feel like he was lazy. Maybe somebody was doing their job lazily at a bar. So there could be that situation as well. Maybe something was lazy about something, you know? Someone was lazy. So lazy in the sense where he may have drinking. He was lazily drinking. Someone was lazy about the way he was drinking. Someone was lazy about the way, maybe laziness in the sense where he was careless. Maybe some type of drink that he was doing is not paying attention. So that's where the laziness is coming from. So he was saying that he was lazy at a bar, but the fact that the bartender was shady. The bartender was shady, but maybe he was being lazy. Like maybe he was lazily drinking and not paying attention to what was going on with the bartender. And that woman, whatever the situation I was hitting on, he was hitting on that woman, and maybe the woman was aggravated and may have told the bartender, and hence the reason, the domino effect. The woman telling the bartender that he was hitting on her. The bartender then went and told the bouncer to let him go, but after the fact of he was drinking, after the fact of it having had a drink. That's why it's an Ace of Cups. Haven't had one drink. However many drinks he had. Wow. The present has the King of Swords energy here. Right? I sound about a hospital EMT. So this element could have been a hospital EMT. How much did you drink? So this element was asking, how much did you drink? But after getting in the car. So this element was, how much did you drink this element is asking, how much did you drink after getting in the car? After getting in the car. So this could be a situation here where he could have been at the bar. He may have been drinking at the bar, but the fact that the craziness happening with the police and whatever the situation is, either police or like EMT. So they called that for him at the bar. They may have called the EMT. Something that could have been where something happened at the bar. But I was getting, how much did you drink after getting in the car? After getting in the car, this element wanted to know how much he drank after getting in the car. So it implies that he drinking in both settings. So he was drinking at a bar, but he was also drinking after he got into his car. But I keep getting bartender slip. So the bartender slipped something twice. The bartender slipped something into a drink that he had twice. How was that possible? The bartender did that twice somehow. So either he was like, maybe they did it in increments, like alcohol poison, like literally poison. So this could have been a situation where he was drinking, but the bartender was slipping something into his drink. So the lazy feeling is like hitting on the woman, and the woman didn't like it and calling the police. But this is like getting into the car and being asked to leave, period, from the bar. But this is like getting into the car and like he was still drinking somehow. So either he had like a double shot. He had a double shot of something. He had a poison. He had a double shot of poison. And that's what those elements are saying, or they're being asked to say. That's why I keep getting EMT or hospital EMT. That's why that's why that element was called for him. So after he got into the car, he kept drinking. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know what the deal is with that. So he kept drinking after he got into the car, but I was getting double shot. He received a double shot of something. He received a double shot of something. Okay. Queen of Cups energies in the future. That I should have been with. He's like, I should have been with. I get a Scorpio. This element is shown up like a Scorpio female. You should have been with a water sign female. You should have been with that element. Someone was better about this element for him. Someone's better about this element for him. But I keep getting something about the Crenshaw. So either that element was living over there, but she could have helped. So this element was living near. He knows that this element was living near somewhere this element was living somewhere where he got betrayed. This element was living somewhere where he got betrayed. But it could not call. So he could not call this element, but he may have needed her help. But she was not home. So he may have wanted to call this element, but she was not home. Someone's bad timing with that. I mean, that's what the fact that it meant that, I see what's going on. He went out to a bar, but it's like he was tired. He was tired. And maybe this element could have been his girlfriend or a friend of his, but she wasn't home. So the fact that she wasn't home, he just got into the car anyway. Or he stayed at the bar longer and kept taking double shots of things. But that's what messed him up. The fact that he was doing those double shots of stuff and poison and whatever, alcohol poisoning, the fact that somebody was literally poisoning him, the fact that he was doing that, he's like, I'm not hearing from her, so I'll just stay here a little longer. Should I call somebody? She was like, should I call a cab home? He was trying to figure out how to get home, and the fact that the element wasn't at home, frustrated. He was frustrated into the fact that his girlfriend wasn't home. But where is she? So someone's really mysterious into the fact that this element was not home. His girlfriend was not home. His friend wasn't home. There's a finding out. So either he's finding out where it's the Ace of Cups. So either he's finding out. I get disguised when I said the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups. I mean, she was disguised. She was disguised somewhere. But they're trying to act like she didn't know. So this element, Queen of Cups energy, may have been trying to act like she didn't know what was going on with him, or I get lethargic. So this element was trying to act like that she didn't know that he was like being like, I see what's going on. She was trying to act like I get a call, like a phone call, calling this element and not being home and this, that, and the third. This could be a situation here where someone was cyclical with some type of relationship that he had with this Queen of Cups. And maybe she was tired of drinking. She was tired of his drinking habits, but she somehow was intuitively aware of the fact that he was somewhere drinking. And the fact that but people didn't like him somewhere that he went, some Crenshaw bar. But he was not using intuition that is tired of. This energy was tired of him. But the fact that he was calling her, she's like, oh, he's drinking again. Like, he's drinking, I don't want to be, she didn't want to call, but the feeling bad. So maybe the fact that she saw the news later on and felt really bad for something that happened to him, but she didn't answer him on purpose. She didn't answer him on purpose. That's why I said disguise, but deep down inside, he really didn't want to call her because he knew that she would him and her about him sleeping over or coming by. But it has something to do with him being really drunk somewhere. But it was a stop drinking. So maybe he wasn't picking up the hints with the fact that he should have stopped drinking. I mean, that's why I said cyclical with this Queen of Cups, that into the fact that maybe she was trying to get him to stop drinking multiple times. He wasn't listening to that. He wasn't listening to that. And some other external King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords energy betrayed him. But somebody asked them too. So there's this. That's why I said that with the bartender and the Queen of Swords, Latina female, something's going on with somebody asking those two elements to set something on him with the police. Did somebody ask those two elements to do that? Somebody asked, some mysterious person asked, either a girlfriend asked somebody to do that. But she didn't think that they would go that far. So somebody wanted to teach. This is crazy. Somebody may have wanted to teach him a lesson about drinking, but if it's this element that did that, or the Queen of Swords, I get tag team when I said this element and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I get tag team with that element with the King of Pentacles energy. But it's like somebody wanted him to they wanted him to slow down with the drinking, but she didn't think she set up something with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords so that he would want to stop drinking. But she's like, I didn't think that they would go that far. She's like, I didn't think they would go that far. I get poisoned. So she didn't think that they would literally poison him. But she should go to jail as well. A girlfriend that he had should go to jail as well. Oh my God. The Instincts has the King of Wands. Jeez, he's got a lot of people around him, boy. All these people were involved secretively. All these people were secretively involved. His girlfriend, a friend, some dude, some woman that he was hitting on because he was drunk, but she couldn't stand it. Whatever it was. King of Wands energy is typically a Leo-like element. If I look at the signs, I was getting Scorpio with that. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio. I was getting Scorpio. I was getting King of Wands as a Leo-like element, but it could be any fire sign. I get responsible. Any fire sign male is responsible here. They're responsible. They could have been a police officer, but I keep getting disguised. So that's why I said disguise and hidden disguises. There's a police officer was disguised, in a bar, in the Crenshaw bar, whatever setting is going on here could have been disguised as a bouncer. Well, bouncers are typically, they're like police officers, but they have a specific job. They don't necessarily do police work, but they're like security. So maybe something's going on with somebody being disguised as a police in a bar. This energy was disguised as a police officer in a bar. Wow, but there's a who brought. So he wants to know who brought or who asked this undercover police officer to be somewhere. He wants to know who asked this undercover police officer to be somewhere. But the girlfriend did. So he's finding something's going on with his girlfriend. His girlfriend set up an undercover police officer to watch him. For good or for bad, she set up that element to watch him. For good or for bad. But I did not like. So I get watching. This element may have been watching him. He didn't like it. But he was, again, with the intuition, hence the reason for why it's giving me like a moon energy, like Piscean energy. It could have been tied to a Pisces as well, but it's giving me like a moon energy, like intuition energy in a girlfriend. He wasn't using his intuition about his girlfriend, but I get motives. His intuition, she could have been a Pisces, some water sign female. Like he was not using his intuition about her motives. I get tired every time I say that. So she was tired of something, or he was tired of something cyclical with her. But she set up something with these elements, all these elements. But she should go to jail once again. So either for good or for bad. That's why I said she didn't think that somebody would. This is her. It kind of feels like this is her standing on the podium. This is like her standing on the podium and saying, like in a court, and saying, I really want him to stop drinking. I really want him to change his lifestyle. But she she really caused harm to him in the sense where she asked people that she may have been thinking that she was doing something good by hooking up the King of Wands energy to protect him and to protect him, kind of like his own personal bodyguard that she set up for him. But he was aware, either he was intuitively or he knew that already, that she did that with the King of Wands energy, but he didn't like that. But the fact that he was becoming aware of that, it started making her nervous in some way. Started making her nervous, but like I said, she is kind of like on the podium, and she's like, I hooked up someone to watch him, and she's something going on with her, changing and morphing her story into something totally different. Something's going on with that also. So she could have been like, I hooked up this person to protect him. She could have been like, I hooked up this person to protect him or not. But either she hooked it up to protect him literally, or she hooked it up to cause harm to him. It just depends on what's going on. But this energy had a very watchful eye. They had a very watchful eye, okay? The accomplishment has the Ace of Pentacles energy right next to the King of Pentacles energy. The Ace of Pentacles energy is here. That he should not receive money. So if it's an external King of Pentacles, that he should not receive money. Maybe something's going on with this element receiving money that belonged to him. Like this element could have been, that's why I said the bragging with the Queen of Swords. This element could be receiving money that he feels that that element should not get any money, or they should not get a job, or they should not be working somewhere. Like at a bar. This element should not be working at a bar anymore, but maybe they still do. Or maybe they have to look for another job at another place. Wow. Very interesting. So this could have been a situation as well where the King of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Pentacles is either he wanted a new job, either he wanted I had an acting gig. He wanted an acting, that's why I said this element was also him. He also wanted an acting gig, but maybe a girlfriend was jealous. So he wanted a new acting gig, or he wanted a new one, or he was about to get a new one, but the girlfriend was jealous. That's why she wasn't answering. So she had some type of envy-like or jealousy-like feeling with him in acting. And that's why she wasn't answering the phone when some craziness was going on with him at a bar. But she was behind the scenes of the craziness going on with him at a bar. Because she was jealous. She didn't want him to be acting anymore. I had to triumph over. She didn't want him triumphing over her for some reason. Or career. I get jealousy. There's something going on with jealousy and careers and triumphing over kind of feeling with that Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, King of Wands, an external King of Pentacles energy. They all were involved in that. I get losing career. All of those elements were involved in assisting to the fact that he lost his career. But it has something to do with the drinks. It has something to do with the drinking. Spiritual self has the Five of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Cups energy. Five of Pentacles right there. I gave her money. So maybe he gave his girlfriend money. She was greedy. Someone's really greedy about a girlfriend. She wouldn't leave me alone. So the girlfriend wouldn't leave him alone about money. That's why it's the Five of Pentacles right next to him. So he could have been trying to take on gigs and work. But she was envious and jealous of that. But she was also complaining about money. But I get child support. She was also complaining about child support. He's like, what else do you want me to do? And all of that pressure is led up to the energy of him ending up in the bar and with secretive stuff happening. Oh, I see what's going on. He was set up crazily here in the sense where like the envy and the jealousy with the acting, but that was actually that money that he was making from that was making his partner jealous. But the mother of his children, somebody making that those elements, he could have been dealing with more than one woman, but it was making those energies jealous. So hence the reason for the setup on him that element did, that Queen of Cups energy did to him. But it was her way of getting child support out of him. But this is a situation here where she was really tired of his drinking habit, but she wanted the money. So she set up something. That's why I said I didn't know that those elements would go that far in the bar setting. But she really wanted money. So she got tired of his drinking habits, but was jealous and envious of his acting, but wanted child support at the same time. Maybe the lazy energy could have been coming from her. The lazy energy could have been the fact that she didn't want to work. She didn't want to work, but she just wanted money. But yet for a lifetime. So maybe something's going on with her. Like the mother of his children is receiving money for a lifetime now. But maybe someone is annoying. The thought of that is to the family. The thought of that is aggravating to the family, because the family, like some mother, that his parent or somebody intuitively know that she's behind the scenes of his passing, but she's still receiving money because there's lawsuit energy going on there. But the lawsuit energy is coming from some type of crazy setup where some bartender was set up to put poison in a drink, but they try to make it seem like he was like nonstop drinking and made himself really. They try to make it seem like he was doing nonstop drinking because he was stressed, but they were actually putting something in his drink that was making him lethargic. But it wasn't the alcohol. Like he was monitoring his drinks. You know, there's that element. He may have been monitoring his drinks, but they kept putting something in it. That's why I said 2 shots of things, and somebody kept putting something in it. But when I said the girlfriend set that up, to happen. He was monitoring his drinks. Wow. But it has something to do with child support and money. But they try to make it seem like he was drunk and intoxicated on his own, but somebody was actually putting something in his drink. But somebody set it up to happen so that they can receive funds from his, like, lawsuit funds from his passing for a lifetime. Jeez. Oh my God. The mentality has the 3 of Wands energy here. The mentality has the 3 of Wands. Might get break. So maybe he could have been in collaboration. He could have been in collaboration with this element. You know, this could have been like, I had a secret service. This element is also like a secret service. Like they're doing something secretively. You know, with the girlfriend or whoever, they were set up to do secret service on him. They were some of his secret service about this person. But I get government. This energy works for that. They were working for the government, but did not know. So he did not know that this element, that's why I said undercover in a bar. He didn't know that this element was undercover, like a secret service or somebody who worked for the government. They were undercover in a bar and he didn't know that. But he getting girlfriends set that up. So some type of situation, the girlfriend had some type of situation where she had like some type of like hook up with somebody in the secret, like some type of, where did she get the money? So this could be a situation he was trying to figure out how his girlfriend got the money to even hire this person to be undercover in the bar. That's why I said break with the three of Wands energy. Because I should have used my intuition. But he wasn't using his intuition about this fire sign man. He wasn't using his Aries. His energy showing up like an Aries. He wasn't using intuition about that element. He wasn't using his intuition about that element. But involved with wife. So this element was involved with his wife. This element, that's who she really wanted to be with. So he had kids with someone that they really wanted to be with this King of Wands. So his girlfriend, his partner set up this King of Wands to go watch and stalk him, or to monitor the poisoning that kept happening to him with the bartender. Or to take mental note and notepad and paper to see how much he was drinking or how much poison he was being given. That's terrible. It's really bad. You know, it's really bad. These elements should be locked up for life. They should be locked up because they tag team on him in addition to the bartender and things. And this Queen of Swords that he was hitting on. They should not have been hitting on. But me using his intuition, this energy set up a Queen of Swords to hit on him on purpose. This energy set up a Queen of Swords energy to hit for him to hit on her on purpose. Because he was lethargic and things. Hence the reason for the calling of the police and the EMTs. What's changing is the 4 of Pentacles energy. Right? Children. So something's going on with kids, like, you know, holding on to children or spending time with children, needing to give back to children. It could be money, like money. Something is changing into the fact where his children like struggle. His children are not struggling anymore. They are not. Either they're not struggling anymore, but it's a new dad. So his children have a new dad. But it's because of the Queen of Cups energy. Evil. So really evil about the mother of his children. It was really evil about her. But now his children have a new dad. But the reason into why his children have a new dad is because of the crazy setup that they did with him at a bar. The 10 of Cups energy for resolution going towards the Queen of Cups energy. But I should have left, but an affair. So he himself should have left an affair. That could have been why somebody was angry. Could have been having an affair, or his woman could have been having an affair. We both were. He was like, him and his woman were having an affair. And the fact that both him and his woman were having an affair, it caused problems on both ends. So whoever he was having an affair with caused problems for him at a bar setting, or whoever the wife was dealing with on the side, she hooked up secretively to be rid of him. So she could receive endless funds for her children, and her new man that was actually undercover in a bar that he didn't know was there. Somebody was disguised really well somewhere. They were disguised really well, So this is happening at a bar, and then he's like, the fact that they're saying that the car accident and the dizziness and get in the car and all that kind of stuff is like, he was forced to get into. So when I said I get forced to get into, so maybe that's why I said that acting crazy at the bar and things, but it has something to do with the poisoning that was set up on him. But he was all that, but they forced him to get into the car, but she was not answering the phone on purpose because she was secretively dealing with the King of Wands energy. Wow. Jesus Christ. So they forced him to get into the car, but somebody put something in the car. So there's that element from the beginning. Something was put into the car, period. And then it spun out of control. So somebody put something in the car, and then it spun out of control. But look at the King of Wands energy. He did. This element put something in the car and it started spinning. So either like they took out something, or they put in something and it's squeaking. They put something, they tag team and put something in the car. This is a crazy setup. This is a really crazy setup. But all of it has, all of it has to do with his fame and children and law enforcement. The element could have been law enforcement, that was dealing with the wife, or either this King of Wands was dealing with the wife intimately. Maybe they were not. But like I said, the children having a new father. That's why the Three of Wands energy is here with the King of Wands. Oh my God. So after the craziness going on, they forced him to get into the car. They forced him to get into the car somehow. When they pushed him into the car, but he was acting lethargic and crazy because of the poisoning that was set up. Somebody was set up to do. And it started spinning out of control. Hence the reason for the knocking out at the wheel and spinning out of control and being frisked by police in the area of the bar in the parking lot or whatever. The Queen of Swords energy complaining, and somebody was secretively while he was being frisked or checked from going crazy and from the drinking, they put something in his car. Hence the reason for the car spin out of control. Jeez. All right, let me see. Outcome is here. Four of Swords energy, this depressive, and this had to do with the air sign female that was underneath in that deck. It does have something to do with the air sign female, but I should not have flirted with. So he was flirting with an air sign female. She could have been Hispanic or whatever, but he was flirting with the air sign female, and he's like, I should not have flirted with. He could have been doing that while he was drunk. Or while he was fake. The fake drunk is the fact that he was actually poisoned, or something, whatever was making him lethargic, period. Whatever was making him lethargic, period. They're like, it caused him to, act erratically, in an erratic manner and sporadic, and he ended up flirting with someone, and hence her not liking it, called the police. But the fact that he was flirting with this element, he did not realize that the woman that he was flirting with was set up by a King of Wands energy on him. That's what was coming out. It was all set up down. It was all set up down to the fact of him being drunk and flirting with somebody random. And that energy was involved with that. Okay? Wow. I should not have went there. So he's like, I should not have went there. So some of the destiny about that. So you see, ended up going somewhere where the girlfriend or the mother of his children had some type of interesting secretive hookup with people, or she was really friendly with people somewhere, but he chose the wrong place. That I should have went to another bar. I should have went to another bar, or not a bar at all, for that matter. Or his career was really getting heightened, and he decided to go out to drink and he went up the trap. He ended up in a trap. but should have went to a different bar because there were crazy setups going on in the bar, but he didn't realize the connection that they were having, the people in the bar had to his woman. Or he did not know. Like using intuition, energy. All right. Let me know what you think. This is Artimus Lamont Bentley, born 10/25/1973. All right. Be well. Take care. Bye.